Hi everyone, welcome back to day 11 of Christmas in July 2025. My name is Chris O'Neill. I'm so glad you're here. So I do have the sweater on again, just as backup, but I think I fixed my mic. Well, my husband fixed my mic, but anyway, it is fixed. Yesterday I had you look at your UFOs and go through them, your unfinished objects. And if you didn't do that, that's okay. There's time. It's just a suggestion. I think it really is helpful. It was helpful for me because I did find some gifts that I wanted to make and finish. Makes it a little bit easier. So today, hopefully we'll have the same success and look at our quilt tops. Now again, you may not have any. Good for you. I think that's great for you. Really great. Good for you. For me, it's not the case. I have a ton. And they're in this cabinet. Now you've seen them before in some of my other videos, but today I'm going to look at them through the scope of Christmas gifts that I can finish or change or alter or something, or even items that I can keep for myself. We'll see. All right, I know there's some Christmas quilts in here too, but I'm also looking for gifts. Okay, let's do it. I feel like music, like angels singing should be playing, and I'm not sure exactly how to get that sound without paying for it. I really don't want to pay for it. I'm a little cheap in that way. But I'm going to make the sound. Ready? If I can get it open. Oh. All right, here we go. It's messy. It's messy. That's why it's behind closed doors. So these are some UFOs that I have. Like I said yesterday, I have a bunch. We're going to ignore them right now. I will get through them, but I'm going to ignore them. Also yesterday, I showed this table runner that I felt was too busy. And I do think it's busy, but I think this would make a wonderful tote bag. What do you think? For like a coffee lover? And I happen to have a coffee lover in my life who would absolutely love this. So I think that's what I'm going to make out of this, because all of a sudden it's not as busy when it's a tote bag. I think it would be a really cute tote bag. Anyway, that's what's happening with that one. And it was one of those things in the middle of the night I thought of it. I was like, oh, I know what I can do with that. Because I was going to originally take it apart. But no, it's going to be a tote bag. All right, we got my stuffing that sits in here. I'm going to move that out of the way. And we got some other stuff. So I have just some bigger pieces of fabric. Okay, this quilt is joyful. This is one that I'm keeping. I just need to finish it. I want this as a quilt. I know that. Same thing with this fall quilt. I want to finish it for myself. That's almost ready to be quilted. All right, I'm going to dig through and get a few because I do have a bunch, but I don't want to bore you. One of them we're going to talk about is this one. So if you saw, I don't know, it was a few videos before the series started. Maybe it was the video before the series started. I showed this one, and I really want to talk about this one. Let me move the camera closer so you can see as I quickly go through these. Okay, so pumpkin quilt, which if you've been following me, this is another one that's for a later date. Oh, I have this one. This one I'm keeping out. This is a Christmas quilt. Oh, this one, I definitely can finish this for someone. Same with this one. Oh, here we go. Here we're getting into the Christmas quilts. I pulled a bunch. We're not going to talk about all these. Don't worry. I'm not going to keep you here all day. But I do want to talk about a few. So I'm going to get my design board, set it up, and put some of these out, and we'll talk about them. So I have a lot of quilt tops, as you can see by my giant pile that I pulled out, and the ones in the cabinet that are still in there that I know I have other stuff to do with them. Something you need to know about content creators who are quilters, at least me and a few other people I know, we have a lot of unfinished projects because we're coming up with ideas, we're constantly creating things, and just because of time constraints, it's really hard to get ahead with those projects, but they're here and I'm going to finish them. All right, I'm going to talk about a few of these. Again, I'm not going to bore you. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about isn't a video because of course I don't want this to be an advertisement for all my videos, and a lot of my UFOs are videos. So forgive me up front. I do want to talk about these as gifts. This particular quilt is very old. It's a round robin that I did with my aunt who has since passed away. So how it started was, I think I made this middle and then she made a middle and then we swapped and then added something. We kept mailing it back and forth because she lived in Ohio. I lived in Pennsylvania at the time. No, I lived in Massachusetts at the time. All right, so it was this center was what I sent her. She added these stars, and then she added the hearts and these triangle pieces. And then she mailed it back to me, and I added, I believe, this and this. Maybe I just added the red. Maybe we were only supposed to do one border. But anyway, we kept adding to it. Then she added this and this, I believe. And it was so wonderful to have a quilting project that I quilted with somebody who was far away and is special to me, especially now that she passed. Now, I don't know why we stopped. I don't know if we felt it got big enough. It's not very big. And she made big quilts. Trust me, she made big quilts. So I'm not sure why. I was just a new quilter at the time, however. So maybe she was being easy on me with it and wanted to see me have a win. I also noticed up here we got something that's, I don't know why this border's like this. I don't know if I was supposed to send it back. I don't know what happened. Anyway, it was fun because we kept swapping back and forth and we both had a quilt in the end that were made by each other. My problem is I've never finished it. This is super special to me. And I think part of the reason I never finished it is because I want to add more to it and never did. So that might be something I want to think about doing before the holidays. I have 5 months. So I could come up with something and even get this finished. This isn't going to be a gift, however, this is definitely going to be mine. So let's look at another one. This is made from a charm pack, and this was actually a pattern I was in the process of writing, kind of abandoned. Maybe I'll get the pattern out someday. This is a Tula Pink. I love this quilt. And I do have somebody in mind for this one. This is definitely something I want to finish and something I forgot about. And this is why we're doing this, because this is going to make a great quilt for somebody. And I'm thinking it'll be a great lap quilt for watching TV, hanging out, that type of thing. Now, I'm not going to put this one up on the board, but I do want to show it. This was from a video, this quilt, and I use it every night when I'm sitting, watching TV, doing some hand sewing. I love how this turned out. And I have another one because I show how to incorporate scraps into it. But let me just show you the crinkle effect on this. Do you see, after I washed it, how crinkly and wonderful it got? It is so soft. I love this. So I definitely want to make this for somebody because I want them to have the joy that I have with this one. My problem is finding flannel fabric. I miss Joann's, you guys. So I need to find a navy blue flannel for the back because I think that's what incorporated into the crinkliness. And I just realized there is dog hair all over this. But you know what? Golden retriever shed, so that's the way it goes. All right, so let's see, let's do 2 more. All right, this one doesn't fit on my design board, but you get the idea. This one I made with Fallon. We did a collaborative video series, and we were trying to do no spend or low spend quilt and see who would spend the least. Now, here's the thing. And we still laugh about this. Well, I laugh about it. I don't know if Fallon does. I never finished it. I was supposed to in the video and never did. We were supposed to even like buy the batting and the backing, and I never finished it. So it kind of became a joke. That said, it's a great quilt. It's super scrappy and it would be beautiful finished. And I'm thinking I'm gonna just quilt this myself with a diagonal line. I think that will really enhance this quilt. So I definitely want to finish this. And it's special to me, of course, because we made it together. This will make a beautiful quilt for the holidays. This is so fun. I am getting a lot out of this because I didn't go through this stuff beforehand. This is all improv a little bit here. I mean, I had the idea for the video. I knew I had quilt tops, but I didn't actually go through them. All right, I'm gonna take this one down and I'm gonna show the last one. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna alter it to make it something I like. All right, so here is the Jelly Roll Race quilt that I made a long time ago, and I never finished it. Could not figure out why. I think it's because of the black. I don't think I like the black in this, and usually I'm okay with black in Christmas quilts. That's not a big deal to me. But I think what I'm gonna do is take this apart and replace it with something like this. Doesn't that tone it down a little bit? I'll have to think about it. But I wanted to show this one because you can take some quilts and alter them. The other thing that is really cool about quilts like this, the Jelly Roll Race quilts, is you don't have to make them into quilts. You can take this is now fabric. So you can take this and make whatever you want. You can make placemats, which would be really, really cute. And you just cut them up. You could do table runs. Heck, you could make a lot. So I'll measure this and put it up on the screen what the size of it is, because you could get a lot of other projects out of it. And I think I have a table runner I made out of a jelly roll race quilt. Let me grab it. Okay, so you can see it here. I made a jelly roll race out of this fabric, and then I made a table runner just by slicing it up. If you want to see this done, let me know, because I still have some videos in the series that I have not recorded that I won't have recorded by the time this airs. So if you want to see that, that would make a fun video, wouldn't it? Let me know, let me know. My hope is that this inspired you to take a look at your quilt tops, or flimsies, whatever you want to call them, and see what gifts you can find in those too for people in your life and on your list. Remember, you can always change them. You do not have to keep them a table runner. You can also take a quilt like the jelly roll quilt and make placemats or table runners or tote bags or whatever. You don't have to keep them a quilt. So just keep it in mind as you're looking at these things and going through the items you already have made, that you already have a head start on Christmas or whatever gifts that you want to give. All you have to do is finish them. And heck, some of them, if you want to, you could even take to the long armor and get them finished. So tomorrow we're going to talk about kits and making our own kits for future projects. So when we have a little bit more time possibly, we can then tackle them and have them all ready to go and get those gifts done, so we're not so stressed for the holiday season. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you take some time to sew, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.